Let me first put a shout out right now, if I could, for www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. You know, Noble Gold CEO Colin Plume thinks that quantitative tightening is setting up the stage for a gold rally. And in his interview with the National Desk, Colin Plume said that the tightening is pushing the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart the economic activities. If you're thinking of gold and silver right now, good time to do it. Noble Gold is giving a free gold American Eagle coin with every eligible IRA or 401k rollover in this month of September. You can't go wrong with noblegoldinvestments.com. Pick up the phone Tuesday morning at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And find out about your financial planning. Let Noble Gold help you. And tell them that Pastor Paul Begley sent you there.
Prosecutors hold off final Hunter Biden case decision amid talks with defense lawyers. Prosecutors are holding off on a final decision on whether to bring a case against President Biden's son Hunter while they review defense evidence in the long-running investigation, according to people familiar with the matter. Investigators for months have believed there is enough evidence to charge the younger Biden with tax crimes and a false statement related to a gun he purchased, and had expected a case to be brought by the end of the summer. Prosecutors from the United States Attorney's Office in Delaware, which has been leading the investigation, are struggling with certain facts, such as his well-documented drug addiction, would present a defense against a potential criminal tax case. Mr. Biden's defense team met with Justice Department prosecutors in recent weeks, trying to counter the government's potential case. The decision of whether to bring any charges would be up to the prosecutors, who must assess whether they think that evidence is strong enough to win a conviction at a trial. Panic at a New York City Union Square subway after unknown substance causes passengers to cough and vomit. An unknown substance released on a subway platform has caused several passengers to vomit and cough uncontrollably as police halt service at the station. The terrifying incident unfolded inside Manhattan's 14th Street Union Square subway station on Friday morning. The New York City Police Department said its first responders observed several sick passengers vomiting and coughing violently after an unknown substance was released on the platform. The FDNY said they received reports about a suspect spraying mace on the platform. One person was taken to Bellevue Hospital for treatment, per the Fire Department of New York. Service at Union Square has since been halted as the Metropolitan Transportation Authority advised riders to avoid the station. NASA's SpaceX Crew 5 astronaut mission arrives at the International Space Station. NASA's SpaceX Crew 5 mission arrived at the International Space Station on Thursday afternoon. The agency said that the Dragon Endurance spacecraft docked at the complex shortly after 5 p.m. Eastern Time. NASA astronauts Nicole Mann and Josh Kasada, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Koichi Wakata, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Anna Kakina joined the expedition's 68 crew. The trip to the space station lasted 29 hours, and the crew is scheduled for a stay of up to 6 months before returning to Earth next year. UN Rights Council rejects debate on China's abuses in Xinjiang. The United Nations Rights Council on Thursday voted down a Western-led motion to hold a debate about alleged human rights abuses by China against the Uyghurs and other Muslims in Xinjiang in a victory for Beijing, as it seeks to avoid further scrutiny. The defeat, 19 voted against, 17 voted for, and 11 abstained, is only the second time in the Council's 16-year history that a motion has been rejected, and is seen by observers as a setback to both accountability efforts, the West's moral authority on human rights, and the credibility of the United Nations itself. The United States, Canada, and Britain were among the countries that brought the motion. Ukraine city takes more hits as apartment attack deaths rise. The death toll from a missile attack on apartment buildings in a southern Ukrainian city rose to 11 as more Russian missiles, and for the first time, explosive-packed drones targeted Ukraine-held Zaporizhia on Friday. Fighting near the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant has alarmed the United Nations atomic energy watchdog. An accident there could release 10 times the amount of potentially lethal radioactivity than the world's worst nuclear accident did in Chernobyl 36 years ago, the Ukrainian Environmental Protection Minister said on Friday. With its army losing ground to a Ukrainian counteroffensive in the country's south and east, Russia has deployed Iranian-made drones to attack Ukrainian targets. The unmanned, disposable, quote, kamikaze drones are cheaper and less sophisticated than missiles, but have proved effective at causing damage to targets on the ground.